starts with nothing but a bare, grassy plot of land, no machines, no crew, just his own 2 hands and a plan in his head. Over the weeks that follow, this empty ground will turn into a fully standing house, block by block, beam by beam. Today, we follow the entire build from the first shovel of dirt to the final door hinge, and we break down exactly why each step matters. It begins on open ground. Using nothing but a hand shovel and a spade, the builder starts cutting trenches 1 to 2 feet deep, tracing the exact outline of where the walls will stand. This isn't random digging. He's going down until he hits stable soil. Loose topsoil can't support a house. It shifts and settles over time. Digging to a firm base is what gives the entire structure something solid to stand on for decades. Inside the open trenches, long steel rebar rods are laid horizontally. And every 2 to 3 feet, he ties square steel stirrups around them with iron wire, building a continuous reinforcement cage along the whole perimeter. Concrete on its own is strong under pressure, but weak under tension, it cracks. The steel cage is what gives the foundation the strength to resist bending and cracking under the full weight of the walls above. The builder uses a portable concrete mixer to pour cement directly into the trenches. This continuous footing spreads the weight of the entire house evenly into the ground without it. Once the footing cures, he goes back and clears out the remaining grass and organic soil from inside. Anything organic left buried under a floor will eventually decay and leave behind gaps that turn into settling and cracking months or years later. Clearing it now means there's nothing under the future floor to break down. Across the cured concrete footing, a heavy black plastic membrane is rolled out and sealed at the seams. This single layer is what stops groundwater and soil moisture from wicking upward into the masonry walls through capillary action. Skip this step, and the lower walls will stay damp indefinitely, leading to mold and slow material breakdown. Over the membrane, the first row of concrete masonry blocks goes down. Horizontal rebar is set into grooves along the tops of the blocks, and everything is bonded together with mortar, checked constantly with a spirit level. The mortar bonds the blocks into a single unit instead of a stack of loose pieces, and the level ensures this very first row is dead straight, because every course built on top will inherit any mistake made here. Block by block, the walls climb upward. After the first two courses are set, a black bituminous waterproof coating is brushed onto the exterior face of the blocks. This coating is a direct barrier against rain, splash, and groundwater pushing in from outside. The lower courses are the most exposed to standing water, so they get the heaviest protection. As the walls rise beyond arm's reach, wooden stakes go into the ground beside them, and timber planks are set across as a working platform. It's a simple system, but it's what allows the builder to keep laying block accurately at height without a stable platform. Upper courses drift out of level fast. The same trenching and block process repeats for the interior partition walls, but this time, gaps are deliberately left open for future doors and windows. Framing these openings now instead of cutting finished block later saves the structural integrity of the wall and avoids weakening it with post-construction cuts. Once the walls reach full height, wooden formwork is clamped along the top course. A continuous rebar cage is set inside it, including vertical starter bars sticking upward, and concrete is poured to form a bond beam running the entire top of the walls. This beam ties every wall into one connected structural ring. Without it, the walls would act as separate, disconnected pieces. With it, they move as a single unit and give the roof something solid to anchor into. After the bond beam cures, the timber formwork comes off. The builder trims the grass line, applies protective black coating to the lower exterior walls. And uses a grinder to smooth rough patches on the beam surface. This final smoothing isn't cosmetic. A flush, clean beam surface is what lets the roof framing sit evenly, with no gaps that could become weak points later. A power drill bores through the wood into steel anchor bolts already embedded in the wall, and the bolts are tightened down. And the anchor bolts are what physically lock the timber frame to the masonry below. Without them, the wooden structure above could shift or lift in high wind. Attention turns upward. Wooden joists and rafters are measured, cut, and raised into an A-frame roof structure. Every angled cut has to be precise, every rafter evenly spaced, because the roof's strength doesn't come from any single beam, it comes from the triangle shape itself. A frame with even spacing distributes weight uniformly across the whole structure. Instead of overloading a few points, large wooden panels are nailed across the rafters, sealing the frame. Over that, a thick gray waterproof membrane is rolled out and secured with batten strips. This membrane is the roof's real defense. The visible outer layer might look like the finished roof, but it's this underlayment that actually keeps rain and snow from reaching the wood frame underneath. exterior walls get a dark protective coating, followed by cladding panels, and finally slate stone veneer tiles around the base of the house. Notched trowels spread adhesive evenly behind the stone, and each piece is cut to fit tightly. This stone base isn't just visual, it reinforces the foundation's perimeter, blocks ground moisture from creeping upward, and keeps pests from finding a way in through the lower wall line. Under the roof overhangs, trim boards are screwed into place to close off the exposed rafter ends, with silicone sealant filling every gap. Left open, these edges are exactly where birds, insects, and moisture find their way into a roof structure. Sealing them now prevents a maintenance problem that would otherwise surface years down the line. Inside, the dirt floor is leveled and trenched for underground drainage and utility lines before any interior walls go up. Building the plumbing skeleton before the walls means every pipe run is planned around the structure, not squeezed in around it afterward. Double thick block partition walls then define the rooms and bathroom spaces. Wooden floor sleepers are set across the leveled ground. Floor planks go down over them. And a network of radiant heating loops is laid out and clamped across the subfloor before the final backfill. Running the heating loops now before the floor is sealed is the only point in the build where this is possible. Miss this stage, and there's no way to add underfloor heating later without tearing the floor back open. In the last stage, earth is backfilled to bring the floor level flush. Entry points for utilities are cleaned up.
Вот так у меня выглядит теперь территория вокруг дома. В принципе, можно было и не делать, грунт не пучинистый, но, как говорится, лучше перебдеть, чем недобдеть. На будущий год сделаю, положу лист уже поперек, не вдоль, а поперек.
And the exterior doors and window frames are finally set into place. Every wall, every beam, every layer under this house was placed with a reason behind it. Foundations built to outlast the ground they sit on. Seals built to outlast the weather around them. What started as an empty patch of land is now a house built to stand for generations. All credit for this incredible build goes to Seremy. You can find their full, unedited series linked below.